Welcome to this presentation on how to write the CIPD Level 7 questions for 7CO03 assessment for 2024-25. You can visit our website by clicking on link provided in comment sections or chat with us on WhatsApp on clicking link to get best expert help. You will find how to write this question in this video. Kindly subscribe us to and message us on. Courage in leadership is about taking bold decisions that serve the organization's long-term interests, even when those decisions may be unpopular or risky. It includes ethical bravery, standing firm on principles despite pressure, and operational courage, such as launching innovative yet uncertain projects. For instance, a manager may push for inclusive policies that challenge traditional norms. Demonstrating courage can inspire trust, increase respect from teams, and drive meaningful change. Leaders who avoid risks often miss opportunities. Conversely, courageous leaders embrace uncertainty to promote innovation. This willingness is essential in navigating crises, resisting short-termism, and maintaining integrity in challenging times. For example, whistleblowing on unethical practices or backing a strategic but costly transformation shows organizational bravery. Such actions reinforce a culture where transparency, growth, and accountability thrive. In conclusion, courageous leadership isn't reckless. It's thoughtful, principled, and forward-looking, setting the tone for sustained organizational improvement and resilience. Political acumen is the ability to navigate complex interpersonal and power dynamics in an organization. It involves understanding who holds influence, how decisions are made behind the scenes, and aligning strategies accordingly. Leaders with political intelligence can gain support for ideas, resolve conflicts, and ensure smoother change implementation. For instance, before proposing a new project, a politically astute manager might consult key stakeholders informally to build consensus. However, political acumen isn't manipulation, it's ethical influence. It also involves choosing battles wisely and communicating in a way that resonates with varied audiences. Mastery of this skill improves credibility, creates a stronger support network, and increases effectiveness in driving strategic objectives. For example, during a restructuring, leaders with high political acumen can manage resistance by addressing concerns empathetically. They build coalitions that turn potential opposition into collaboration. In this way, political acumen complements courage, helping leaders move the organization forward with both sensitivity and conviction. Challenging the status quo is crucial for innovation and sustained growth. Organizations that settle into routine often fail to adapt, making them vulnerable to external threats or internal inefficiencies. Courageous leaders question long-standing practices and look for better ways to operate, even when change is uncomfortable. This mindset helps break silos, remove outdated processes, and encourage experimentation. For instance, a leader might challenge a rigid hierarchical decision-making structure in favor of more agile team autonomy. Fostering a culture of critical thinking invites team members to voice concerns or suggest improvements without fear of backlash. However, this must be done constructively, using data and evidence to support why a change is needed. Effective challengers combine analytical thinking with emotional intelligence, ensuring their approach is collaborative, not confrontational. Over time, this practice creates a dynamic, resilient organization that continuously evolves in response to emerging challenges and opportunities. Organizational improvement requires intentional strategies rooted in values, stakeholder engagement, and reflective leadership. First, aligning leadership values with company goals ensures consistency in messaging and behavior. This builds trust and purpose-driven momentum. Second, conducting stakeholder analysis helps identify needs, concerns, and potential allies, allowing for better informed strategies that anticipate resistance and facilitate smoother adoption. Third, transparency is vital. Leaders who communicate openly and seek diverse input foster ownership and inclusion. Employees are more likely to commit to initiatives they helped shape. Finally, reflective practice, regularly assessing what worked, what didn't, and why, enables continuous learning and course correction. This might involve feedback loops, peer reviews, or leadership journaling. For example, after launching a new digital platform, a team could hold debriefs to capture lessons and adjust future rollouts. Collectively, these strategies create an environment where courage and political skill aren't isolated actions, but embedded traits that drive sustainable organizational excellence. To create long-term organizational impact, leaders must integrate courage, strategic insight, and political acumen into daily practice. It's not about isolated acts of bravery or influence, but about embedding these qualities into the leadership DNA. This integration starts with developing others through mentoring, leadership development programs, and real-time coaching. As emerging leaders learn to speak up, think strategically, and navigate politics ethically, the culture gradually shifts. To sustain this, organizations should include behavioral KPIs, e.g., collaboration, ethical courage, alongside performance metrics. This signals that how results are achieved is as important as results themselves. Moreover, senior leaders must model the values they promote. If transparency, adaptability, and challenge are preached but not practiced, trust erodes. Consistent modeling helps build a culture where employees feel safe to innovate, question, and grow. Ultimately, this approach builds a resilient, values-driven organization capable of navigating complexity with confidence and purpose.